Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Indiana Fever going up against the Connecticut Sun. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
You know, it's always interesting to match up the offseason expectations with the reality of a new season.
That's what's so great about this league from a fan perspective, right? There's always something to look forward to, no matter where your team is.
Well, both teams here, they're excited about the possibilities, and that can mean anything from developing young talent to winning a chip.
Outside Charles. Cans it from downtown.
When Charles is hitting threes, she's basically unguardable, and it gives her team some unique spacing.
Bonner outside. Pass to McBuckets. That's good, and it's DeWanna Bonner with the assist.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Cloud. Now here's Charles. Here's Nelson Adota. He started by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Back to Mabry. Shoots the three. And another three for Connecticut.
Great play by Mabry. What an answer from beyond the arc.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
Now here's Cloud. Charles. She started by Boston. Good work there as it goes.
Off to a nice start. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Now here's McBuckets. Mabry covering. Here's McBuckets. Gets it to go from downtown.
That's just a defensive breakdown. I mean, she is not the player you want to leave open from the perimeter.
Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Boston. Here's the Fever with the ball. Trailing by 2. Here's McBuckets. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Now here's Cloud. She's covered closely. Outside Charles. Cloud. Pass to Mabry. Had the space there, but it's offline.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Here's McBuckets. Good on the triple.
I tell you, she loves getting looks like that from three-point range. Just nobody near her.
Outside Mabry. Three-pointer. The shot comes out.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Here's McBuckets. Off target from outside.
I'm like the janitor. Put in work, go to sleep. But even in my dreams, I work on my technique. On a different time, like protect Philippe. I want janitor engraved on my AP. But competition.
Can't contain elite plant.
Feeling you, MP.
Oh, say does that.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can I stop and pocket profit every morning? Pussy me. He had to get it out the mud and rise up out the center me. Catch me early like Sunday school. Sunday suit. Cast to play with the fool. Me, I just keep it cool. You tell me dirty. Ask for my dirty money. Talking wash away my sins like Jesus opened the laundry.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by... And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware.
Well, MP has made it known he's going after a lot of rebounds as one of his goals.
It's such a big thing to deliver, whether it's energizing your team on the offensive glass or securing those critical defensive rebounds in a close game. Coaches love to see their guys' commitment to rebound.
Now Sacramento starting five. Fox is at the point. Monk out on the wing. Jay Crowder out there at the roast. And it's Sabonis in at the five down low. And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. D.A., take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is no secret that MP makes rebounding one of his top priorities. He said it's a battle of possessions, and I'm not going to lose that for my team. That's the standard he's setting out there, trying to lead by example. Kevin?
A lot of times coaches, David, as you know, will say rebounding is number one. We'll see if his teammates follow. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Some thought that Domantas Sabonis was the snub of the 2024 All-Star selections. RJ, what'd you think?
It's easy to see why people felt that way. He is a walking double-double, Kevin. Oftentimes, it's a triple-double. But there's so much talent in the league, even he can get overlooked.
No good on the second free throw. Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that one scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Pass to Goose. To Kuminga. Golden State moving it around.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Now Monk. There's Sabonis. And that one, good. Sabonis has got 5 points so far.
When Monk isn't finding his own shot, he's making some slick passes.
Richard with Buddy Hield, we're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Ellis, he's checked in for Monk.
Guys like Buddy Hield, knockdown shooters, they are in high demand around the league.
It's stolen by Curry. Pass to Goose. Now here's Heald to the paint. And he jams it with authority.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Ellis outside. Fires the three. He can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 7. In the corner, it's Heald. Here's Wiggins. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
You see the strength that Wiggins has added over the years. He can take on pretty much anyone at this point.
DeRozan a screen on Curry. Curry against Fox. That shot is off. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Goose, in their last matchup against the Grizzlies, really contributed. He scored 16 points, and per usual, he was a monster on the glass, picking up pretty much every board that came his way. He showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Curry. Then for the Kings, Robinson's checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Jay Crowder. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. McDermott kicks to Fox. Back to Ellis. Just 5 on the clock. Will it go? Goose with the rebound. Goose has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 17. Can't get it to fall.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got De'Aaron Fox. Doug McDermott is out there with Len. Then it's Ellis, and it's Huerter in at the 3 spot.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end. And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Len finds Huerter. Fox with it. Yep, it counts. Fox has got his first bucket in this one.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
And Green gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ellis, the pass to Fox. Back to Ellis. For the three. Green with the rebound.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
To the middle. Here's Goose. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Just playing with poise and confidence. And they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Kuminga. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wiggins is checked in for Gary Payton. Buddy Hield comes in for Brandon Podziemski. And it's Stephen Curry in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Sacramento, Sabonis, he's checked in for Len. DeRozan comes in for McDermott. And Monk's subbed in for Ellis. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Out to the right wing. Sabonis' screen on Curry. Here's Fox. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Bucket is good. Curry's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
The Warriors making a switch here. Jackson Davis is checked in. And then for Sacramento, Carter comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. 1:33 left in the first half. On for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
We've got 1:08 left now here in the second. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Goose, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Punk with the bounce pass. Here's Sabonis. And the layup falls. He has 7.
Oh, man, with how skilled Sabonis is, you can't forget that this dude is giant. He's 6'11", 240. It is tough to knock him off his shot.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Monk. Still yet to score. Off target from outside. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock.
Now, passing isn't the strongest part of Wiggins' game, but he is far from a selfish scorer.
From Andrew Wiggins.
23 seconds left in the first half of the game. Monk outside. DeRozan on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. DeRozan's got his first points of the night.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this.
Hello, folks. Still a ways off from All-Star Weekend, but let's first check in on who's in the running for this year's three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Warriors.
We knew they wanted to track me, and man, they got it. What a pace they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out, and we've still got a whole other half to go. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've seen a tremendous game from Goose.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
Now Fox. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. The athletic front court pair. Wiggins alongside Kuminga. And it's Goose in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. And you know, De'Aaron Fox, he has become, RJ, I think, almost impossible to defend.
Yeah, he's always had great speed, so defenders would sag off of him. But now that he has that step-back 3, so you have to play up, and that's what he wants you to do.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. Says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't